How to become an audio engineer, brought to you by jobsearchchannel.com.
All right, you guys, what's going on today? So today I'm going to be going over the question, how to become a music producer for movies. So I've been working as a music producer for about 10 years now, 8 years part-time and 2 years full-time, though I'm still learning every single day. Music is one of those things that when you first get into it, you have to realize that because the environment's ever changing, because the business is ever changing, and the technology is ever changing, you will never stop learning. It's always very important to ask questions and look for new answers out there because you never want to get left behind, especially if you're very serious about a career as a music producer. Now, I got started in music because music has always been a huge passion of mine since I could always remember. I began as a singer and guitarist playing in different bands, doing small tours across the country, and I kind of wanted to get in on the other side to see what music production was all about. It looked fun to me, the idea of creating something from scratch for not only myself, but for other artists and other businesses seemed pretty cool. I did a few internships around LA and eventually landed myself a job that I work at full-time now, and that is as a music producer, writer, and composer at a sync music studio out here in Los Angeles. And for those of you who don't know, sync stands for synchronization, meaning the music that I produce is synced up with television and film. So you might want to know the answer to this question because you love music, you make music maybe already, but you want to kind of move your music into the movie realm. Either that, or maybe you haven't even started as a music producer yet, and you are just getting in on the ground, and you want to make music for movies. Those are the two reasons I could think that you'd want to know the answer, and here's kind of my experience. So, to kind of begin your career as a music producer, there's a first couple things that you want to do. For starters, you want to get a DAW to work in, and a DAW stands for Digital Audio Workstation. It doesn't matter which one you get, although when you're working in movies, you'll definitely want to go for Pro Tools for your final product at least, because Pro Tools is a wonderful video engine and you're going to want to get to know how to, use your video engine to play movies while you are scoring them. You'll also want to get some music training. I think for when you're shooting for movies, it's always very important to know a little bit of music theory and have a kind of a classical background, as many movie composers and producers will often have that. And you look at some of the biggest producers and composers for movies. For example, we have Hans Zimmer, who definitely has a classical background. So, learning about melody, learning about songwriting. Even if you haven't gone to school for this, there are tons of great resources online, including YouTube, Lynda, and much more. And you'll be able to learn about proper music theory so that you can get in at the ground up. You'll also want to get the right gear, get yourself some headphones, studio monitors, and also a MIDI keyboard. The MIDI keyboard will allow you to work with instruments that you will use, or software instruments in particular that you will use for scoring different films and visuals. A lot of the best, I would say, software instruments for movie scoring come from Native Instruments. The Contact engine is wonderful. I would highly recommend downloading that if you're looking to produce music for movies, as it gives you tons of different options in terms of instruments, from massive string libraries to choir libraries to effects libraries and beyond. Once you have all that, just get your stuff out there, get working, and make connections. Find people online that you really, really admire and maybe get in contact with them. Send them some of your stuff and see if, they like it. See what they think. See if they have any tips or tricks for you. The important thing is just getting a start, making music, and hopefully, finding the right people to connect with so that you can get your music out there and get it in a movie. All right, that's pretty much it for the basics of becoming a music producer for movies. If you guys have any other questions, please feel free to check the description and get in touch with us. Take it easy.